Sunday, a special feature-length Lovejoy.
He's got everything. Sex, violence, and ancient lawnmowers.
Strange goings-on north of the border.
Who knows what lies behind this door? Spooky!
Lovejoy, you are clever. That's my favourite fantasy.
Highland Games for Lady Jane and Lovejoy. Sunday 7:15 on BBC One.
There's Western Adventure on BBC Two now in the High Chaparral. Here on BBC One in 10 minutes we'll be following the fortunes of a convoy driving out from the northwest of England to help the people of Albania. First, sound is the subject as Jenny Barnett helps you to help your child with science.
Exists all around us, travelling along in sound waves which are invisible to the eye. Now, as parents, there are many different ways that we can help our children think about the importance of all the different sorts of sounds that make up part of our everyday lives.
So what is sound? Sound is always made by something moving, and anything can create a sound. We live in a world full of sound that we often take for granted. Not so for Max and Angela, who have used the sounds of everyday objects to make music. By playing in this way, the children have already developed an awareness of sound and can recognise which objects produce deep, heavy sounds and which objects produce soft, light ones.
Good sounds. Have you put half a cup of rice in there? Yeah. That's all right. We've always played music in the house, and we're quite musical even though we don't play any instruments. We like music and we like singing, and it just came from that really, singing and picking something up and bashing it and banging it and making a lot of noise, which I found that from a really, really young age, from before a child's one, they'll actually join in and find the rhythm. Pots and pans are quite favourite. It's basically anything at all that the kids feel like picking up. Everything actually has a sound, everything has a noise.
You get those, you get those. You're near somewhere.
You get different sounds from different materials. You get much harsher, sharper sound from metal to metal, particularly, and softer sounds with the wood.
Now that the children are inside, they can experiment with a different volume of sounds, making them softer or louder. Like us, animals use sound in a variety of ways, often within a world of sound we cannot hear. We all know about dog whistles, but cats too can hear sounds high above our hearing range. Bats use ultrasound like radar. When flying through the dark, they make a constant high-pitched squeak. This echoes back from any object in their path, which enables them to fly in pitch blackness. Frogs can send mating calls to each other. Even underwater, sound plays a role. Fish can hear and make their own sounds. Dolphins also use ultrasound. They can communicate with each other for miles as sound travels so well through water.
Lucky them. Unfortunately, if we want to communicate with somebody over a long distance, we have to use a telephone.
Yes. Oh. Hello, hello. Can you hold the line, please? Thank you very much indeed. Hello. Would you mind holding the line, please? Thank you so very much. Hello. Would you mind holding the line, please? Thank you very much for calling. Yes, hold the line, please. Hello. Would you mind holding the line, please? Thank you very much. Almost any movement in our environment makes a sound. It helps to tell us what's happening around us. Hello. Can you hold the line, please? Thank you. So why don't you get your child to close their eyes and imagine what could be happening around them, or even count the number of sounds that they can hear. Yes, we'll be back in a minute. Bye. This is coming in a minute. Thank you. Yes, we'll be back in a minute. Thank you. Bye. Yes, back in a minute. Bye. Back in a minute. Back in a minute. Thank you. Bye. Bye. When I'm calling you,
the European shows how important hygiene is when handling food.
Sounds familiar? Sound is like music to our ears. The sound of music is very special, which makes it different from plain noise. Well, it certainly would if I hit the right note. Playing an instrument uses the science of sound. When children learn to play a string instrument, such as a guitar, or a wind instrument, such as a recorder, they are developing their awareness of musical sound. The different pitch of the notes which can be produced, some low, some high, and the different volumes, some soft, some loud, all play an important part in developing a child's awareness of sound. As parents, we are very conscious of the sounds that our children can make. And now we have a chance to help them to understand and appreciate more of the world of sound.
If you want to know more about how to discover sounds and music, you can obtain a free booklet by sending a self-addressed envelope with a 34p stamp to Help Your Child with Science, P.O. Box 7, London W3 6XJ.
And it's all over. West Indies winning a deserved victory here by a margin of...
They take two and listen to the acclaim. That is Australia's joy and England's misery.
Highlights of the World Cup final between England and Pakistan in Sports Night tonight at the new time of 10 o'clock on BBC One. There's the daughter's new boyfriend.
You're not dead then?
And then there's him.
The man can be in love with two women at the same time.
I know that. But can he be in love with three?
Oh, well, that is going a bit over the...
Screaming Sunday at 9:25 on BBC One.
Now we're setting out with a mercy convoy from the northwest of England, just one of many attempting to deliver food and clothes to a country on the verge of collapse. A rough ride to Albania.
For almost half a century, Albania cut itself off from the outside world.